All right, this is going to be the start, and who knows, maybe the end of me covering the series Invincible. So, this is one of these shows where I've seen a bunch of people who normally are very critical of sci fi, superhero, cape shit, nerd shit, right? Because that whole genre has been going seriously downhill for many, many years, right? And these people are very pleased with Invincible. They're very happy. They're giving it glowing reviews. But I am wary. Anybody who's been following my takes on superhero stuff for a long time knows about what I think of as Logan syndrome. What Logan syndrome is fans of cape shit are starved for adult content. See, normally superhero stuff is for kids, all right? And people have been wanting to grow their superhero shows to grow up with them. It's been a long time since The Dark Knight or Batman for, 89 Batman for my childhood. People want adult shit, and normally adult superhero shit is received very well. Now, Logan is not a bad movie, but Logan is also a ripoff of a much better film called Children of Men, and overall, it's not particularly good. It's just cape shit that doesn't insult your intelligence. It has real stakes, real drama. You don't think they're all going to win at the end. Somebody might die, and shit, people might suffer. Real drama might happen. And there's not usually real drama in cape shit, Some people would disagree that Marvel does a decent job with drama. Well, what Marvel does is better than hot garbage, better than nothing. So people see a rated R cape thing and they usually go nuts for it. I'm even vulnerable to this because I like The Boys, which is sort of a Watchmen-esque, what if the superheroes were all bastards type show. Well, if you've seen The Boys, if you've watched Watchmen, or read the comic for you snobs, you've seen what the show is going for. What if all the superheroes were incompetent dicks who barely had their shit together? What if some of them were pure fucking evil? That whole subversive thing. It's been done before. So I'm not getting anything original out of the gate. My initial exposure to the show, besides just general people recommending I watch it, is somewhat unique. And that I saw the season finale first because I was hanging out with friends who were watching it. And I thought it was interesting and a little bit mind-blowing. And I thought that must have been a big twist on, that was led up to. The thing is, season 1, episode 1, you're immediately confronted with what if Superman was evil? What if superheroes were incompetent boobs? And what if they were all superficial dickwads just like us? And then tack on classic origin story, hapless nerd becomes superhero overnight, yada yada. It's all extremely formulaic. So what does this show do differently? Well, what it does differently is what I thought people would not forgive the show for. What does it do differently? Lots of SJW, soy propaganda all over it. The same people who normally are not okay with this shit, they get one little taste of rated R cape shit, and they forgive this show for the annoying sassy gay friend, all the interracial relationship type stuff. And just to put this into perspective, I think I would like to focus the rest of this video around the character Rexplode. Now keep in mind, this is me having watched the first 2.5 episodes and deciding I had to stop and talk about this show. Rexplode is your classic annoying toxic male. He's also your ethnic representation as he is brown. I don't know what fucking ethnicity he is because he's got like neon red hair, white facial features, dark brown skin. Just another fucking representation type guy, right? But get this. So he's annoying. He's a dick. He's an asshole. So you're expecting him to be somebody who's emasculated for being a toxic male, but he's fucking the main female character and then cheats on her with another female character. Neither of these characters are presented in a way where I'm supposed to dislike them, but here's the thing. Rexplode is trash, and these characters are people who fuck trash. So they're also trash, and then the main character is simping for females who fuck trash. The same trash who's supposed to be simultaneously the Chad who gets all the girls, but he also is the guy who gets beaten up by a little girl who tells him he has a small penis. That's the level of wit and humor on this show. Everything's a dick joke, cuss words. So within episode 1, you're going to hear fuck and shit and gross humor and SJW shit. And on top of all of that, you're going to get the same formulaic, the superheroes are dick shit. And I'm like going, what am I supposed to get out of this? Because keep in mind, if the gore is supposed to shock me, you killed like bazillions of civilians, episode 1, just pasted them like they're nothing. So if you're telling me the stakes are between the characters, because the only like moral the moral impetus for what's going on is to protect civilians. Only the superheroes suck at it and thousands of civilians die. So you've desensitized me right there. If the big hook is characters swear and do dick jokes and they all fuck each other even though they're in high school. No, seen it before and you showed it all to me episode 1. If your big thing is what if Superman was a murdering bastard? You did it episode 1. What if superheroes could just be fucking mauled to death in horrible ways? You showed me episode 1. The show blows its entire wad and then wastes my time going over the same shit. What if this guy's a dick? What if invasions happen all the time and they're not a big deal? It's just like just a fucking villain of the week is an alien invasion that kills thousands of people. So my stakes, so there's the special effects they're overdoing it on episode 1 too. There's no build up, there's no timing, there's no pacing, there's nothing here. You're showing me everything I'm going to get. Episode 1 looks just like episode 8. I watched episode 8. Holy shit, Superman's a dick. Thousands of people die. This is horrible. But I saw that episode 1 back when we had no idea what was going on. It's all S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't know what it's doing. And I'm repeating myself because the show is repeating itself. And the only thing that's varying is in what way is it going to make me cringe with bad slang or shitty references or gross interpersonal. These characters just fuck and, oh yeah, duplicate. Yeah, she seems like some cute girl, but she fucks this asshole on the first date just because he says that, oh, my girlfriend isn't dating me anymore because she fucked that guy she just met. And like, why? These characters are all sleazy, gross assholes. And sleazy, gross asshole is not an interesting character trait. And good guys who are secretly sleazy, gross assholes, this has all been done before. You can't try to be funny and then try to be soy and then try to be social commentary and then try to be hard-boiled and then try to be gritty and then try to be quirky. This is just clumsy, grab bag, ad-libs bullshit. I honestly, through this point in the show, where I'm like 15 minutes into episode 3, I hate this show. This show actually sucks and I'm sorely disappointed, just severely disappointed in everybody who falls for this shit. You have the right to demand some kind of adult drama from this genre because most of the market for this kiddie bullshit is unfortunately at this point adults. So if we're going to be soy bugmen about this and try to enjoy our cape shit, you could just give me a good, silly cape shit show. If I wanted to recommend to you something besides The Boys on Amazon that's cape shit, watch The Tick. That's funny, quirky, somewhat subversive, but with good writing, good-natured, likable characters, social commentary pretty low, if not non-existent, on most episodes, and nobody's raving about it. But this Invincible shit, which is just everything you've seen before, to the point where even these people are trying desperately, just wheeling and just flailing like mad for a subversive angle, And they're hitting tired, overdone shit. Every time. What is there to like about this show? Even the soundtrack is annoying when it's like full of dissonant hip-hop shit where it doesn't belong, and fucking lo-fi fucking rap beats to study to 24/7, fucking just plugged in right off of YouTube into the fucking soundtrack, and it's just tedious. The only thing I think is somewhat interesting about it is the animation's pretty good. The animation looks pretty nice. But that's all there is here. Why do people settle for this? Why is this what people think is cutting edge? Because it is really dull. It's the opposite.